Within the framework of the Erasmus program announced by the European Commission, a consortium led by the University of Pannonia won support for I-SICS International Social Innovation Competition for Students and Adult Learners project in 2014.
We strongly believe that the students learn a lot being involved in real-life projects set by the society or the industry. With this in mind, we are very proud that this international competition aiming at social innovation in Europe selected us as a host for this highly precious international competition.
The project will be carried out in a cooperation with the following partners: University of Pannonia, Faculty of Business and Economics from Hungary, CVO Antwerpen from Belgium, Europe Consortium from Hungary, BIC Group SRO from Slovakia, Regional Development Agency of Slavonia and Brně from Croatia, Universitate Rovira i Virgili from Spain.
Innovation, competition, projects. Three concepts which play important role in the life of the university. Innovation may come from students, from the teaching staff or researchers, and there are many good examples in our past history when student innovation became real. Competition is also important because it's a good way of learning, and sometimes competition creates innovation. We have local and international case study competitions, and this I-SICS competition among the most prestigious competition in our life. Projects play important role, not only just generating revenue, but also it allows networking for the students and teaching staff also.
The I-SICS project aims to raise the awareness of the university students to the most important problems of their regions and urge them to think in a socially responsible way so that they can become effective and committed activists of their homelands.
The project idea based on our responsibility of the higher education institutions, that we should looking for answers for the social challenges. On the other hand, we would like to motivate our students to develop their entrepreneur skills and mindset, because it will be very useful for their future. And this project will mix these two goals.
The innovative character of the project can be discovered in three main aspects. 1. The adaptation of good practices in the field of entrepreneurship and student competitions to a new field, that of social innovation. 2. The use of the international social innovation competition as a communication channel, using it as an awareness-raising campaign to draw the attention of individuals, companies, media, decision-makers and stakeholders on various other levels to the most important social issues, and to urge them to act in a socially responsible way. 3. The creation of a social innovation competition kit, which will be a ready-to-use package of various materials that can be applied anywhere in Europe.
I think a project like the support for young social entrepreneurs is important for many reasons. The first of which is that it helps to engage young people in the challenges that we face in Europe and the world, and it encourages them to find solutions to some of the really big problems that we have in Europe today. On another level, it's important to bring these young people together who are working maybe in different areas like environment or education or healthcare, so that they can produce synergies between each other and learn from each other. So in my experience with social entrepreneurship, it's not just a good idea that you need, but you do need a good idea. It's also working out a strategy for how to implement your good idea, and they can help each other with that. Also, in a world that is very complex and very uncertain, like the one we live in today, it is an extremely hopeful sign for me, and actually a privilege, to see young people taking seriously the challenges that are going to confront their generation, not just complaining about them, but looking for solutions.
The regional rounds of the I-SICS competition were organized in May 2016 by all partners. On these regional competitions, the students presented their ideas in the topic of social innovation. These concepts are up-to-date, useful and satisfy needs of society and establish new social cooperation. The best projects on regional level competed at the international competition at the end of August. The winner of the first prize is the project titled Melting Pot by Belgian Anna Novelert, Kato van Rooyen, Emma Lenzens, Hannah Stifthouse and Lynn Williams. Melting Pot is a catering enterprise that provides opportunity to bridge the gap between asylum seekers and the recipient society and increasing solidarity and acceptance by presenting the asylum seekers' national cuisine and tradition.
The competition gave me an extra boost for sure. I also learned a lot about the funding part. So I think with those ideas I can go home and we can share and extend our idea, maybe develop it into one.
The most creative presentation went to Sponsor Wall by Lucas Amat Hungera, I-SICS Solar Ramos from Spain. It is dedicated to support the fight against social problems with the help of graffiti in the cities. The most social innovative idea was won by the Belgian Noura Al-Jaffi project titled The School Assembly. The focus was put on launching a school forum that gives the different social groups a chance to meet and have conversations. The most relevant idea for Europe Today prize was deserved by the project titled Career Compass that was elaborated by Helga Sobol and Veronika Leitner, students from the University of Pannonia, and it gives efficient support of the choice of career. Strategy proved to be the project with the most global potential made by the Spanish Manuel Gro, Denis Camus, Justin Grezid, that is a free online software for small enterprises to make their online marketing strategy. Eco-Reaction deserved the prize of the most environmental project by Maria Lepur Igor Strangerevich from Croatia that focuses on the environmentally aware education and recycling as well. A lot of deeply interesting ideas were presented on the competitions, for example, workplace for people with reduced capacity for work, positive psychology empowering youth education, training program for entrants and elders over the age of 50, career counseling service, job-seeking support service, enterprise specialized to bioproduction, leisure and healthcare center, smart book instead of heavy book in early school, workplace for disabled people in herb garden and tea house, voluntary organization for collective voluntary activities, revitalize Hungarian traditions, teaching the good sitting posture in a workplace, socially responsible company dedicated to catering services, organization dedicated to social inclusion through urban art, line of socially conscious cosmetics, sustainable architecture, project supporting folk traditionalism. The summer camp was organized for the competition between the 21st and the 27th August in Balatonalmádi. The competitors could take part in professional workshops where they dealt with presentation techniques, resources and intercultural communication. Heron Porcelain Manufacture hosted one of the workshops during which the attendees were informed about the history, the activities and the social engagement of the manufacturer. After the presentation, László Szesztai, sales manager, was asked some questions and then the participants paid a visit to the mini manufacturer where a guide accompanied the group after watching the Heron film. As a closing of the program, the visitors viewed the museum.